Alright guys, this is lesson 63. Okay, make sure you've written 63 at the top right corner. Okay, and this is on changing rates. Now, we've looked at this in the past, making rates, and I'm just going to show you some. If we made 30 jars in 1 minute, okay, or we can in 1 minute make 30 jars. Okay, that is a rate, alright, using time and speed. Alright, so those are different things, and they're also, I've also called them unit multipliers as well, so hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to look at 63, example 1, and here's what it says. Prince Charming traveled 60 leagues in 2 days. Now, that's the rate that they've given us, and so we're going to stop there before we read the rest of the problem. 60 leagues, write this down on your paper, make sure you're taking good notes, in 2 days. So, the opposite of that would be in 2 days, we did 60 leagues. Okay? But the thing is that when you're working with rates or any unit multiplier, you want to bring it to the lowest degree, the lowest rate. So, 60 leagues in 2 days, we want to reduce it all the way. So, this will be 1 day. How many can they do in 1 day? So, we're going to reduce this, which if you divide both of them by 2, it will reduce to 30 leagues in 1 day. Does everybody see what I did? And then 1 day would be 30 leagues. Okay, so this is the correct rate, those two right there. This is just the rate that they had given us, but you always want to take the rate and bring it to its lowest, simplest form. Okay, so 30 leagues per day, or 1 day per 30 leagues. Now, let's go on and finish the question. And then it says, then he doubled his rate. Okay, then it says, how long would it take him to go 300 leagues at his new speed? So, this is our rate, but it says then it was doubled. Okay, so I'm going to double this. So 30 doubled would be 60 leagues. That's his new rate in 2 days. I'm sorry, 60 leagues in 1 day. Okay, so this was doubled, the amount. 60 leagues in a day. And then in a day, he did 60 leagues. Okay, does everybody see how I did that? Okay, that is, everything was changed. This 30 leagues now was doubled. Not only did he do 30 leagues in a day, he doubled his amount, and now he's doing 60 leagues in a day. Okay, now, so now this is the new information that we need. Okay, hopefully you're taking good notes. And then the question is, how long will it take him to go 300 leagues? Okay, so this is the information they've given us, 300 leagues. Okay, and they want to know how long. So looking at that, if you remember me telling you that when you're asking about how long, I'm trying to find the one that talks about how long. And which one here talks about how long? This one does. Okay, the one on top, the 1 day, is the one I want to answer the question. So 300 leagues times 1 day over 60 leagues. Alright? What this does is causes the leagues to be canceled. And so now we are answering the question, how long, how many days? Okay? So then we're going to do 300 times 1, which is 300, and 60 times 1, which is 60. Okay, so you should get 300 days over 60. So then I'm going to reduce it, okay? And then 30 divided by 6 is what? It is 5. So 5 days is when he'll be able to complete 300 leagues. All right, that is 63.1, and we'll do a couple more so you'll understand it completely. All right, let's look at 63.2. All right, now this one says the machine could cap 500 bottles in 2 hours. Okay, that's our rate. 500 bottles, 2 hours. And in 2 hours, he can do 500 bottles. Okay, those are my two rates that I've written out, my unit multipliers. Okay, now, what do y'all remember is my very first step? I have to reduce it to its simplest form. Okay, I want to know what it is every 1 hour, because that is his true rate. So, if I reduce this to make this 1 hour, I would divide by 2. So then I get 250 bottles every hour. In 1 hour, you get 250 bottles. Okay? That is the rate that they're telling us. Okay? So that was my very first step, is to get it in its simplest form. The rates that we have been working with have already been in their simplest form, so we didn't need to do that. But now we are needing to do that. All right? So then now it says this. If this rate was tripled, how many bottles could be capped in 10 hours at the new rate? Okay? So we're going to triple the rate. So if this 250 bottles was tripled, what would it become? It would become 750 bottles, because 250 times 3 is 750. All right? So now he is able to do 750 bottles in 1 hour, and in 1 hour, 750 bottles. Okay, does everybody see that? Okay, so that is his new rate that he can do once it was tripled. Now, the question is, how many bottles, which is the question, how many bottles? That is the question they're asking. Bottles is the key word. How many bottles could be capped in 10 hours? Now, they give us 10 hours as our information. Okay, at the new rate. How many bottles could be capped in 10 hours at the new rate? All right? So we're asking how many bottles. So am I going to look at this one or this one? Okay, I want my information to always be on the top. So I'm going to take this one. All right? So 10 hours times this rate. 750 over 1 hour. 750 bottles over 1 hour. Okay? So now, we'll put that over 1 to help out. The hours cross out, and then I get 750 times 10, which is 7,500. All right? So, 7,500, whoops, sorry about that. 7,500 bottles is his new, that he'll be able to figure out in 10 hours. That's his new rate. All right, let me do 62.3.